Welcome to the Green Onions Podcast. I am Common Sense Girl.
And I'm Noah. I'm Noah.
He's Noah.
Yep.
This is the podcast where we throw out a little nonsense.
And a whole lot of sense.
And clearly a whole lot of laughter.
And a whole lot of...
Him and his damn Dinkelbird. Okay.
Dude, I swear to God, I've been listening. I don't know. So I was at work the other day, and you know those memes? There are these memes I saw that solidified me being the age I was. Uh-huh. And they're still the ones that just I hear them and it's just gut wrenching every time. And I don't know what it is, but every time I hear it just makes me feel happy and laugh. And
it's the small things.
It's those really weird memories that happen. That it's oh, I remember when I heard this. This is sweet. But yeah, I'm Noah. I'm smoking on Dinkelberg, and welcome to the Green Onions Podcast, where we throw out some sense,
a whole lot of laughter. They're probably how many times are they gonna do this damn intro?
We're done. We're done with the intro. Anna, how have you been?
Good. Blessed. A little stressed.
Have you been smoking on Dinkelberg?
No. I've been smoking on these chicken seasonings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what y'all don't, for the audio listeners, what you don't smell right now is that we are cooking something glorious. And it's steaming, actually. I'm seeing it right now in the studio in LA. It's very good looking. It's
good looking.
In a platonic way. But it's nice that we finally get to
yes.
cook every week. It's just fun to. It's something I look forward to.
It gives us a challenge, though.
It is. It is something every time I cook with you, I want to one up myself, and it's a very fun thing where it's not stressful. But
he didn't do nothing except shop for the food.
I bought everything.
I chopped everything.
I spent $600 on ingredients.
On some mini chicken taco ingredients. They're like, what is in these tacos? We need the recipe.
Liquid gold.
Right. Get ready and taste the rainbow. But yes, we are very excited. Not only about tonight and our topics and speaking with you guys, but more importantly, our food.
Yes. Well, not more importantly, the food. Let's say food, and then more importantly, talking to you guys. That is always... Well, let's say me talking to Anna and Anna talking to me, and you guys are an extension of that, and I hope you feel like
it's 50-50.
I do feel like you hope we're your friends at this point, because we are.
Mm-hmm. And considering all our listeners is probably all our friends and family. That's
what I mean. Despite if somebody catches me during the day and tries to talk to me about the podcast, I'm sorry, I got to sign somebody up. I'm not trying to sit here. And right now is the time I get to talk to the people that, you know what I mean?
Oof, talk to the people.
All right, everybody.
Wait. How was your week? Because you did something really exciting this week.
What did I do? Oh, I did vote.
For the first time.
For the first time ever. Actually, yeah, I voted, and we're not going to get into the depths or the details of the voting, but I did vote for the first time in my life. It was a great experience, and I walked out just super happy and excited, and I gave a big hug to Ian, and I said, I feel like a productive member of society for once. And it just was very sweet. It was just something that made me feel oh, wow. And this is an experience that I thought I'd get. And that was very nice.
Look at you execute your American rights.
Woof. And I was already registered. Everybody else was had the email thing. I mean, the printed out thing. Did you change addresses? And I was my dad told me I registered. And I just walked up to that little old lady. She had like a little Dunkin' Donuts coffee cup that had like a sheet of paper over it because she wanted to keep it warm. And then I handed her my ID and I was like, I think I'm good. And she was like, we just had small talk. And it was very cute. And she said, okay, just go over there. And I was like, okay. And it was just nice. I don't know what it is about me, but every time I walk out in like a social scenario, it's like all the people that get no action talking to anybody else try to talk to me. It's like, hey, how was your day going? I try to read every hat. I had the Cajun hat on, like that Mike gave me, the Louisiana thing. Oh my gosh. And like, I was like, he was like, I try to read every hat that comes in here. And I was like, oh, that's very sweet.
He bored as heck and you got to read every hat.
That's what I mean. I was like, thank you. This is the sweetest thing ever. It was like a really cool process. And I'm happy I did it.
I'm happy you did it too.
And happy Halloween to all of the onions out there, specifically green.
We don't like white onions or brown or red.
Well,
clearly.
The people that listen to us are the
Green Onions
podcast. Yep. And yeah, it's just been a really good couple days. Yeah. But like on the way back from voting, I had to poop really bad. I mean, I had to use the restroom really bad. And literally who I went with was telling me all this stuff. And we were like 4 minutes out. But like in my brain, based on me having to like use the restroom, it felt like 15. And so he's telling me all the shit. And I'm like, I have to shit. And like, I almost, like, I started farting. And I was like, bro, roll down the windows. But I don't know. Like, he had the child lock on. And I was like, roll down the windows, dude. And I got home and I let out one of the best feeling defecations in my whole entire life. Welcome to the Green Onions.
I love how like you were like talking about your feces, and then we're gonna lead into food for thought.
Our food for thought for today.
Wow.
As I sip this Tahitian treat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our food for thought for today.
Yes, let's get it.
Comes from the Daily Stoic. Also, Ryan Holiday, which it always has been. And what is today?
November 1st.
Wow.
Welcome to November 1st.
New beginning. Or every month it's a new beginning. Let's just
every day is a new beginning.
Yeah, amen. All right, November 1st. Accepting what is. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. That was from Epictetus and Cradaction, number 8. The next one was also Epictetus, but it is... It is easy to praise Providence for anything that may happen if you have two qualities: a complete view of what has actually happened in each instance and a sense of gratitude. Without gratitude, what is the point of seeing? And without seeing, what is the object of gratitude? Epictetus. And then from Ryan Holiday, you might want to check on that. This is from Ryan Holiday. This is a very personal thing from him because he wrote it. Something happened that we wish had not. Which of these is the easiest to change? Our opinion or the event that is past? The answer is obvious. Accept what happened and change your wish that it had not happened. Stoicism calls this the art of acquiescence. Acquiescence. To accept rather than fight every little thing. And the most practiced Stoics take it a step further. Instead of simply accepting what happens, they urge us to actually enjoy what has happened, whatever it is. Very German name. I'm going to butcher it, Anna. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Do it.
Many centuries later, I hate your face, in the best way, coined the perfect expression to capture this idea. Amor fati, a love of fate. It's not just accepting, it's loving everything that happens. To wish for what has happened to happen is a clever way to avoid disappointment because nothing is contrary to your desires. But to actually feel gratitude for what happens and to love it, that's the recipe for happiness and joy.
Damn, I like the last few sentences of that a lot.
Yeah, it's great. To wish for what has happened to happen is a clever way to avoid disappointment because nothing is contrary to your desires, but to actually feel gratitude for what happens and to love it, that's a recipe for happiness and joy. Which I feel like happiness and joy is such like in a weird way, a taboo topic in this day and age. I feel like...
Yeah. Everybody's looking for a quick satisfaction.
Yeah, exactly. It's that immediate gratification. It's that, oh, if I want something, pull out my phone, find it, done. Mm-hmm. And, like, I feel like that, like, satisfaction, like, gratification, which I think is a better, like, I mean, happiness and joy are like compounding interest of doing things that make you feel good.
Yes, because no one can take away your joy.
Exactly. And so with that instant gratification, that's something you can give your brain immediately, but also...
It's temporary.
Exactly. It's that dopamine fix that's just very easily like discarded.
Yep.
Yeah,
real quick.
Exactly.
Shoot it in the arm. Let's get to it.
We done. Or in the middle of the toes. We done. And it's just like, people got to understand that you got to work for it. Like, and it has to compound. And you have to like understand that putting in this, like the work that doesn't feel good is the stuff that is going to end up feeling the best one day.
That's the thing. No one wants to work. Everybody feels, and honestly,
It's
I don't even
instant gratification.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's a generational thing. It is just people in this world thing. It don't matter. You can be in your 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s, teens. There is people who just want that instant gratification real quick.
And then bail out.
Yeah, they don't want to work for it. They feel like they're owed. Everybody feels like they're entitled. I'm like, what? Entitled to what?
Excuse me?
Entitled, bro.
You're entitled to breathe. And you're
Exactly.
entitled to wake up.
And
you're
even,
entitled to sleep. Whatever you do with that middle ground time.
And honestly, you're not entitled to breathe or wake up.
Well, you proved that entitlement.
If the Lord just said, you know what, you get another chance. Let's start all over.
At the lowest, I gave the lowest comment, like the lowest, wake up, sleep, breathe. People out here don't even think like that. People out here think, oh, I'm just entitled.
Yeah.
And if people like viewed it as I am grateful and I'm happy to just wake up and I have joy in just waking up and sleeping and breathing, it's hard to run into people that don't think that way because they view you as like a pawn in their game of life. And
Ooh, yeah, they do.
And that's just fucking stupid. I mean, that's just stupid.
I'm like, man, you can't take away my joy. I don't give a dang what you say.
I am just blessed to wake up another day.
Exactly.
And I walk out of my home and the studio in LA and understand
on the beach.
On the beach. It's a dog beach, so Dobermans and weenie dogs are just running around. It's very nice. But you just got to understand that, like, this life is a gift. And
yeah,
don't
muck it up.
Yeah, and it's like the people that set expectations on it and don't have empathy for people that are going through a worse life because of stuff that's out of their control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Honestly.
The whole goal in life is to be a good person inside out and to be someone else's light.
What is it? I think it's transparently.
Live transparently.
With.
Good intentions.
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
That's our new t-shirt out, y'all.
Yep. It'll be out in 4 years. Welcome to the Green Onions.
Oh, no. We can whip it up tonight real good. But, yes. So, you guys get your lives together. Get it together.
Yes.
Or keep it together.
Or
think
try,
positive.
if it is together, try to be better than the day you were before.
1%.
1%. Frickin' percent.
That's all.
Yes, ma'am.
Woo.
All right, I think we got a question.
Yeah, we do.
From our from www.pleasestopmakingthepodcast@gmail.com. That's who the question comes from.
Little haters. Which is more important, common sense or intelligence?
Ooh.
Do you need a minute to think? Because I know what I think.
Go.
For me, it's common sense. Yes, I know. Common sense girl. You can be so educated and intelligent and still be a freaking fool and cannot function and get through life. But if you got common sense, but if you have common sense, you can make it to the top and get through anything. And I think those people are more resourceful. They are more driven. He wants to play it again.
No, I'm not. I'm just holding it. I had to respond to a text.
So, but I think common sense is much more important.
It is like street smarts versus book smarts, right?
I mean,
common sense versus what is the other one?
Intelligence.
Yeah, it is street smarts versus book smarts, because if you think about it, it's like no, but okay, but
We're going to hell.
no, if you think about it, you need a combination of both.
You do.
Because like common sense intelligence is street smarts, book smarts. Mm-hmm. It is. Like as much as you want to slice it or dice it, it is that. Like there is no street smarts, book smarts. It's it. Common sense, intelligence. And I feel like the people that lean too far into one camp are either the people smoking on Dinkelberg or the people that have like a PhD but still can't find a job. So you have to find that middle ground where people actually can relate to you. And also...
Is that us? Yeah, I think so.
What?
That's us. No, I'm just...
What is us?
We're in that middle ground.
Dinkelberg?
That's his favorite. I don't know. What
I ate the past 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know where that guy is now that made that, but hit us up at the Green Onions Podcast on Instagram because I need you to be on this show. But also, it is the difference between common sense and intelligence. It is like the people that are all intelligence and never like let their hair down, quote unquote,
are crazy as hell.
Exactly. And they're more crazier than the people that those people assume to be crazy all the time that always have their hair down. Mm-hmm. So you need to find a middle ground, and you have to respect that everybody's just trying to do the same thing. But also, you have to like teeter between knowing that you can't go way too far into intelligence, and you can't go way too far into just common sense.
So you need to go down the yellow brick road.
Wow. Yellow brick road. No, you just got to find the middle ground. In the yellow brick road. You got to find the middle ground in the yellow brick road. And then smoke Dinkelberg. Damn it. If I had died.
I don't know where. He is so... I am so sorry, people.
I'm so ready for us to have like videos of this shit, because I swear to God. Okay, where are we going now? Am I asking a question?
No. Hey, so let's talk about, since you're on this Dinkelberg, some of our internet trends. Because last night we were at our mutual job, and there is this young lady named Kate. Kate will try anything. Y'all look this girl up. One, you never see her eat nothing.
Oh my God.
And it is she don't cook nothing. She may freeze something, but things are questionable.
Has salmonella, and I'm in between thinking it's a troll and like real life. Based on how she looks from her like personal photos she posts, and like based on what she's cooking, I'm in between thinking it's a troll in real life, because like also I've seen women that look like that cook like that. So like Kate will at symbol Kate will try anything, no spaces, no capitalization. Just Kate will try anything. How long did we spend looking at that Instagram page?
It's really sad, but we spent multiple hours.
I got off and was looking at it for another like.
But what makes it worse, we didn't find nothing edible. We didn't find
there was
one
the cookie
recipe.
dough one. And
that
then
was about
we swiped one down, and it was
her
boiling a piece of pizza in water. And what did you say?
Hell to the no. You know, because I don't own a microwave, so you know I'm not going to be like a jerk about. No,
that's okay.
Yeah, we don't own a microwave, you know, because you know Jerry all that crap. But anyways, we have figured out ways to heat up things like pizza, oven,
broil,
air fryer, like yo, girl.
Oh my God. But that like brings us back to like a crazier topic. Bless you. It brings us back to a crazier topic of like internet trends. Like me picking up Dinkelberg. These people are out here cooking trash ass food, wasting like $50 every time they post a video. But like the people that are clicking and commenting on it are the people fueling them to waste that food. Even the people that are commenting, I can't believe you're wasting this amount of food that could be given. You're the one fueling it.
Yeah. And it's not, I know you're like $50, but we know dang good as well some of that is more than $50 because she's cooking good pieces of meat.
She's cooking steak.
And she's cooking
in coffee grounds.
Oh gosh, yes.
And butter. 2 sticks of butter for no reason. You can't put that shit in a crock pot. You can't.
No. Well, butter and coffee don't go together.
She ain't even seasoning the shit.
No. Every blue moon she do a little salt and pepper, but
it's only salt and pepper though. There's no like anything else.
No.
There's no aromatics for the steak. There's no like, what the hell is this bitch doing? The one that she made the sweet corn, 2 tubs of like Crocker, whatever the fuck, and then she put she boiled that butter and put 2 sticks of regular butter in, and then threw 4 corn on the cobs that she split in half in that sweet butter that was boiling. Or it wasn't even sweet butter. It was
just regular butter.
Fucking butter. And then she pulled it out, showed it to the camera, which she never eats it, which Anna, that is the main point I think she's trolling. Because like...
You need to eat yourself. You need to show us that it tastes good, it's edible.
Exactly.
But I guess I wouldn't want coffee grinds in my throat either. Or recycled butter. Because she'll pour that butter back in the container.
Well, then she
and freeze
had
that
just
crud.
A pot of like hot butter, and she poured it right back in the plastic tube of Crocker like she was going to save that shit.
And she probably did save it.
my
And she
God.
used it for the next recipe we saw. I'm sure she did.
I think the main comment I saw that I was like, okay, the world isn't like too far gone, was somebody being like, okay, at this point, I've dissed you enough. Just come to France and we'll teach you. Like at this point, I've given you enough grief and you keep doing it. I will pay for your culinary school, is like one of the comments that was posted. I was like, oh my gosh. This girl is like polarizing.
Or why don't she just marry very rich and they can hire somebody to cook?
Exactly.
How about we just do that? She's not the worst looking thing.
I mean, but like, it's that polarizing shit. You need something polarizing. Okay. I needed that.
He needed that.
I needed that segue.
But yeah, that is definitely one of those internet trends that is happening right now.
And that's the weird thing about like getting older. And I know you're in a different camp with this.
Yeah.
Not like so far off, but like it is that weirdness of, I'm starting to feel it even just being the age I am and thinking like the people even like 5 years, 6, 7 years removed from me are having their own Dinkelberg, or like Kate will try anything. Mm-hmm. And like, I feel like that's where people get out of touch. And like in an aspect of not caring if I get out of touch, it's still like, I don't want to just spout stuff that isn't relevant. Mm-hmm. To where you just got to be authentic and original to yourself. And that, we talked about it yesterday. That shit made me laugh for like when you saw her boiling the pizza after the one thing we thought maybe would have been edible if we like minus the sprinkles. That was like one of the hardest times I've laughed probably in the last 3 months. So
and you know what sucks? She may be authentic and original. That may be really her.
No. Hey, Kate.
Do not come on our show.
No,
it's just inviting
just
folks.
email the Green Onions podcast, because honestly, we need to have an email conversation of whether or not you're trolling. Because I know you're trolling.
To see a picture and a video to see your eating.
Trolling.
I want to see a picture you eating and putting
that
your
shit. Don't
and
waste
swallow.
the food.
I need a video. Actually, I want to. I want to hear that.
That's why she's only at 26,000. She's not at the next level of that shit because she won't eat the shit.
I wouldn't eat it either. She will die.
Hell no, salmonella. What the fuck? Welcome to the Green.
Re-welcome.
I think that's the 6th welcome.
Right. I have nothing to say. Welcome. Okay, Walmart greeter.
All right, Anna.
Oh my goodness.
What would you most like to do for someone else if you had the money and the time? Wait, let me repeat it. Anna, what would you most like to do for someone else if you had the money and time?
I love how you repeat it as if I asked you to repeat the question and I was lost.
I had to because I don't know if it picked up on the mic as good as it could have.
Okay, so it was more you than me.
Exactly.
I'm like, I didn't ask. It's not just for a person, it's for people. I would like to start a nonprofit for homeless people. I would do an apartment complex. And
I'm not laughing at doing that.
yeah, I would have an apartment complex for homeless people. We would do a rotation of homeless people. We help them find jobs, get mental health care. That is something my mom had worked on and was one of her dreams. And so it's kind of funny. I have the whole business plan actually at my house. And that is something.
Don't say it on this.
No, I'm not.
The vultures will just leech on.
Well, hopefully they really help the people. I mean, hey,
if somebody leeches on it and helps them correctly, please.
Yeah, if you got the money, you want to do it, let's do it.
Everybody, yep.
But that is something that bothers me. I just came back from a trip not too long ago from Denver. The homeless population is wild. You go downtown.
It's the same with San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's the same with LA. It's the same with.
And it's so
The
sad
places
because
I've
not
been.
everybody is homeless because they're lazy and don't want to work, which I know people like that. But there's people that are literally homeless because of their mental health or because they literally just don't have enough money to be in an apartment complex or
No.
the means to even help themselves.
I know way too much about this, but Skid Row, for example, in Los Angeles, they're now literally handing out sterilized needles. Because
sad.
well, the main it's a part of the healthcare program, quote unquote. Like, I don't think people realize that the homeless population is some of them want to be there because they don't want to put the effort in to do whatever. Even Philadelphia with the trank epidemic, they want to be there, but also it's the people that don't, the higher ups in these government, everything is funneling the stuff to want to kill them. Like they want to actually make them not be a part of the equation anymore. Because that was how Skid Row started. Skid Row started as when not the migration happened, but everybody moved to LA. They put Skid Row, it was the end of the train station, and that's how Skid Row started because the trains led to Skid Row. And then in Reformation, in the 80s, they made Skid Row the spot where, all the migrants and stuff end up here. We're not going to give them opportunities. They're going to stay here forever. And we're going to build around it.
Yeah.
And that's why if you go to LA, it's downtown, it's the fashion district, and then Skid Row, they changed the lights. So you're in Skid Row, so you try to get out.
You're right.
They change everything because those are the people that they already count as dead. And that's the sad thing. And to answer the question I asked you, it would be the same thing. It's I would start a nonprofit. It's kind of like for me, LeBron, which we're not going to get into GOAT talk about Kobe, LeBron, Michael.
Yeah, let's not do that.
It's LeBron is so ahead of the curve on how he was able to give back to his community. And that's what I hear you saying, Anna. He started a school. He's gotten a lot of underprivileged kids out of the situation they were in just by putting the money into giving them the education they need.
Yeah.
And that's what I would do. I would try to start something to help better the youth or society in general.
Yeah.
And that's all I think we can do as people at this point. If we're good, why aren't we trying to help anybody else? If we're good, we can try to build up ourselves even more and then just get in the league of the Epsteins and the Harvey. And it's no. I just want to bring everybody else up too, so we're on even playing ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying that was the example I was making because those are evil people. And I feel like that's the decision you have to make before you cross the threshold. Do you want to be a LeBron that's helping kids get out of really bad situations? Or do you want to be a sex trafficker like Diddy?
Yeah.
I won't get into it, but it's that's going to be the shit that, even Cat Williams in that interview, it's I had to turn down $50 million 3 times. It's the same with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. You make these decisions.
You have to.
Who do you want to be?
Do you want to go to heaven or hell?
Yeah.
Essentially.
Mm-hmm. Like in the little Pocahontas movie when she's trying to make that decision. Do you go down the smooth and curvy river, or do you go down the one that is wavy and bumpy?
That was a great example.
Yeah, I like Pocahontas.
I like Pocahontas.
So, wow, that was pretty good question. Good. Yeah, it was a good question. Good. Yeah, who picked that? Anna. Yeah, thank you.
No, that was you, actually. I was gonna say it was me, but it was not.
Taking credit. What are some modern problems that you have that you thought you would never have?
Honestly?
Well, yeah, honestly, duh. Well, let's not lie about it.
DoorDash fees.
That's what he worries about. I live in the boonies in the country. There is no DoorDash. I am the
Literally,
DoorDash.
DoorDash fees. Who the fuck? If the DoorDash delivery fee and the tip went to the driver, I'd be fine with it.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, like what? We need to look at the over/under of like DoorDash's stock prices and how much they're fucking making off just a fee that just gets added.
Oh, probably a crap ton.
Just add it to add. There is no like reason for that fee.
But that's like when you order pizza and they deliver, they give you a delivery fee.
I
plus
would rather
there's a tip.
do that though.
But then you got to pay a tip too. Like, hell to the no.
Like, if I call a pizza place, no, they just deliver it. It depends if it's outside a certain radius.
They give you a damn delivery fee.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
It's like 50 to 100% off of what DoorDash.
Pizza Hut is next door to me, and they still give me a delivery fee and then ask me for a damn tip.
If you talk about Pizza Hut again in a negative connotation, I swear.
I sure the hell did, yes. And what? What's good? No, I'm just joking.
Okay, I have a really nostalgic reason that I like Pizza Hut. I don't like Pizza Hut for their pizza. It's butt cheek. But I like their wings. It was the first thing as a 13-year-old. I called into a restaurant. I paid in quarters.
Ooh.
And I got wings from Pizza Hut. And I still think their boneless wings, buffalo, are the best thing you could possibly get. Now, that is just me being nostalgic. It's like me liking Subway. But, see?
No class.
It's nostalgic. It's nostalgic for me.
Your taste buds.
Every hangover at this point, I get Subway.
Okay.
So, you can't judge me if it's nostalgic.
My stomach
That's
and mouth
like
is
the
very
gray.
bougie.
That's the gray period. That is the point in time you can't like. No. Okay.
I've had better wings since then. Now, granted, I grew up on Pizza Hut, but I've had better wings since then.
Oh no, but they put it in the plastic container that you can like. You can just like shake it up, and then all of them get coated in that like buttery, not even buttery, but like liquidy buffalo nonsense, and then it's like sweet and sour chicken from an Asian place because you know it's probably made by they're eating the dogs and the cats, and like you know it's probably that, but it's so good. It's so good.
Okay. Anyway, because I'm a chicken wing lover.
Me too.
So
Wait, that doesn't disqualify me as being a chicken wing.
No,
lover.
it does. It does.
No, it does not.
Yeah, you're like it's still the best.
Nostalgia chicken wing love is not completely disqualified.
Disqualified.
I've had every other chicken
Rejected.
wing. Which
Abort
I
the
don't
mission.
even consider that Pizza Hut is chicken wing love because they're chicken nuggets. I just think like that's chicken wing love. Chicken nugget love.
That is chicken nugget love. That's not chicken wings.
Exactly. Bone in, we can have a completely different conversation because bone in, I know my chicken wings.
I hope so.
You know I know so.
You know I know so. Let me just say, I've upgraded my taste since then. Subway ain't even on the radar.
Well, Subway, it's nostalgic. I eat it once a month. Maybe even like once every 3.
You're just wasting your money.
I got a gift card.
Well, they shouldn't. I hope you spend it all real soon. So
now I'm frustrated.
because you need to go into 2025 eating some classy sandwiches.
I make my own Subway sandwich now. You know this.
Well, yeah, we'll stick to that then.
That's why the roast beef is in the fridge in our studio in LA. You know that.
Yeah,
So,
but you
I
still
might be
once a
putting
month.
on for these podcast listeners, but you know I'm not.
But once a month,
bum.
you still, you go and
Once every 3
you
months.
donate to them because it's a donation. Because then you got to go to the bathroom because it ain't right.
Sometimes I don't have time to make my own. It's like that homeless thing you were talking. No, I'm just.
That's not how that works. No. Bad segue.
Exactly the wrong thing to say at that point in time.
Yours is DoorDash fees. Modern problems I thought I would never have. Damn, I don't know. You know what? You know what?
So Anna's gonna talk about the modern problems she didn't think she'd have into the microphone right now, and I'll be like a minute. But Anna,
But here's the thing.
I can hear you, but
Oh well, great. You can hear me. I'm so scared.
Talk about
But-
the modern problems you didn't think.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've always led a very like stress-free lifestyle. And so I don't have any real modern problems. You know, I think the problem I have is like a lot of, unfortunately, grandparents have, but I'm the great aunt. And that's raising someone else's kids because they choose to be irresponsible. And your goal is to, of course, be a good person and help out, assist, adopt, whatever the case may be. And so I think if anything, that's my modern problem. And now that I'm at a point where I am no longer having 100% stress-free life. Let me take that back. I do have a stress-free lifestyle as an overall. But, you as a parent, as I've learned, you start to worry, not ding over. Oh my gosh. You start to worry about,
That is my walk up intro.
that clearly is, but that is definitely something you do. You start to stress about how are you as an adult, how everyone around you, how everything is happening is affecting your children. So,
I'm sorry I interrupted that with Dinkelberg.
yes. And then work-life balance. I think that's a modern problem I didn't think I would have because I really do enjoy.
That is a current problem for me. I'm like having a really hard time. Well, not really hard, but just like it is like it's a newfound realization. It just feels like every day somebody's smashing a plate on my head. Of like, oh, do this. And it's like, wait, I never thought I'd have to plan for this. That's why I'm writing lists. I'm writing like notes of what I have to do because I can't keep up with it all.
Welcome to being an adult.
I feel like we've been saying that for the whole season 1.
Right.
Season 2, you just talk to me like I'm already in the
Season 2, we're going to grow up.
Exactly.
We're adulting. But no, like now it's just because a couple of things. One, I am working towards some sort of a promotion at my other job. 2, it is balancing family life. And it's not like I had 9 months to plan family life. I had 1 month. And these kids are half damn grown. So that's a whole nother level. You deal with their personality, then my personality, and then my chilled husband who's like, y'all.
It's a whole thing.
He's probably like, y'all damn crazy.
Yep.
He's like, I'm moving out. If he don't come home one night, I know why. No, he's not like that at all.
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry's cool.
So cool.
He's better than me. But
I love him without, like, I've only met him one time and I already, like, we talked about this last episode. I'm like, dude, he's cooler than.
He's so chill.
I was trying to impress him and he was in my home.
I know.
It's the same
I think
thing.
it's wild. I'm like, what?
Hey, as guys, we sense energy. And most of these guys out here be doo-doo garbage pants. So it's easy to sense an energy of a good guy. And then as a good guy, also, we try to like appease the other good guys. It's like, okay. And it's
Good guy energy.
yeah, exactly. Actually, we can sense these like frat, just like fuckwads like a mile away. But like once we meet another good guy, we're just like, okay, let's help elevate each other, be better as people. And it's just like, how can we, contribute to each other? And Jerry is definitely one of the very, very good ones.
He is. He's very good.
Jerry, very good.
He is. He's and you know what? I really honestly he balances me out because I'm a no person. I have no problem saying no. No. My husband's like, well, let's think about it. Pros and cons. Like he just has this whole
thing.
Yeah. Or yeah, no, we shouldn't punish them. Maybe we should, talk about it. And I'm like, oh heck no, they getting grounded. Can we talk? I can't sing.
Can we just talk?
What in the world is that?
No, I'm joking. Sorry.
Can we talk before we get lost?
I sound like a cat. That's a great song.
You do.
It's called Can't We Just Talk? Can we just talk? We just think about where we're going before we get
I was singing
lost.
Tevin Campbell, and he went on some.
No, this was like 2016. This was like a great pop song.
Last week. Okay.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Sweet.
Don't make me.
And I'm talking
do
about
it.
like
Don't make me.
back in the day. I'm talking about back in the day stuff, and he's like 2016. Okay, last week. Okay,
That's back in the day for me.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, could you tell me a story or memory of your brothers and or sister?
I remember a couple of things. So my older sister and I are about 12, 13 years apart. So me and my brother are about 17, 18 years apart. But when my brother started college, he would pick me up like literally like every other weekend. And we would, he would pick me up like every other weekend.
What kind of car was it?
I don't know. It was like old school. I was a kid. I was a toddler.
Remember?
No, I don't. I just remember always sitting in the back, but he would always take me to really nice, him and his girlfriend at the time would take me to really nice restaurants. They had a lot of cats. I remember that.
Oh, no.
Hated it. But I would always spend it.
Cats are a no for me.
But I would always spend the weekend and stuff, take me to a lot of little different restaurants. And I remember like listening to very popular music. I think that's why I like music like Leonard Skinner and Def Leppard, and I think that's why I like that kind of music because he would play it, but at home.
Which also,
my mom.
One guy do the whole solo on Freebird?
I don't know. Ask him. You want to call him up?
No, that was a joke. There was like
Okay.
6 people that just
like, what do you
traded
do?
off on the guitar solo. But okay, that's why you like all that stuff. I'm sorry to cut you off.
But no, but that is why. So that is definitely one memory I have. And I think it helped with me kind of seeing all kinds of lifestyles because back home, when I would go home, my mom is very Christian, very clean cut, very family oriented. My kids are not listening to rap music. We're not using any
Derogatory.
or ebonics. Although, my mom be like, shit all the time. Like she would just say that word. That was like her go-to word. But, and then with my older sister, I always remember she just dressed me and my sister alike a lot. Like my sister would be purple and I would be pink or vice versa. We would always have the matching Converse or Jordans with our outfits. Our little bows, our little balls in our hair would match. Like she kept us right like all the time. Very good second mom. So I definitely remember that. And then my little sister, she was just a pain in my ass in general. But that's just the way it was, like, and it's crazy because people don't understand our dynamic. Like we fight hard. Like we go months, sometimes years, sometimes without talking. But when it comes down to
getting shit done,
doing the right thing, we come back together real quick. We don't even have to do
easy.
we don't have to do all this. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. We don't have to do all that. We ain't got to do all that. Like we come together. Yeah. And we have each other's back even when people don't think we do. And that's the thing that people, they kind of get a little shocked by it. Sometimes they're like, whoa, hold on. Yeah. Honey, don't never get it twisted. We got this.
And we're a tighter bond than whoever's trying to influence
literally,
you
we
not
are.
to talk to whoever you're talking to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they don't...
we haven't been through the same amount of shit. So don't sit here and try to think that we've been through more than them.
Like they don't get it. So, but that is definitely some memories I do have of my siblings, and regardless of the shit I talk about them, they are great siblings. They've taught me a lot. They put me through a lot. I probably put them through a lot because they probably think I'm just straight down the middle, and I'm not trying to be straight down the middle. I'm just trying to live right all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like
I think we all need to think that way. I think we all need to like semi understand that shit gets difficult. Mm-hmm. And despite however you may veer from the middle, we're all trying to be on the middle.
Yeah.
Or I can't think about the people that are intentionally trying to not be on the middle just to like throw you off the middle. And I just have to be on the middle consistently because it's... And I think I have a pretty good radar for people that aren't trying to keep me on the middle. Now, for me, that same question, I only had one sibling, or have one sibling, and it's my sister. And the memory that came to mind when we figured out the question earlier was when I was a kid and Enchanted came out. You remember that movie?
Yeah, I loved it.
It's weird that was the first memory that came to mind, but there was one there, like we were in elementary school. It was in Pennsylvania, and I know we talked about like earlier in the season about how kids can't be bored anymore. We can't just like play with door hinges or whatever.
Yeah.
But we watched every time me and her got home from school because the school in Pennsylvania was a K through 12. Mm-hmm. Because it was such a small community that it just could be that at the time. And so we would get home from school at the same time and we just watched Enchanted whole week straight. Every time we got home from school, we watched that movie. And that was just like a very like odd memory I have.
That's a pretty cool memory.
Well, I love that movie. Still to this day, I swear to God, if somebody played Enchanted, I'd be able to sing every song. Still haven't seen Enchanted 2. But also, it's like...
Why would you want to?
Exactly. I have such a good memory with the first one.
Don't want to ruin it.
Do I need to watch the like wannabe remake of the movie that I'm so nostalgic with?
That's funny, because that's how I felt about Carlito's Way when I first moved here. All of a sudden, my DVD player didn't work for any of the other movies I had.
Oh, no.
So I had to watch Carlito's Way like every day because I didn't have money, because I didn't have a job. I literally had to play DVDs, but my DVD player only worked for that one movie.
PS5.
Yeah, so there was no...
I watched the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown last night on my PS5.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's a Blu-ray player. Everybody, I feel like a lot of people that don't know about technology, if you buy a gaming system, it has a Blu-ray player installed.
We do realize that's on the box, so hopefully they read the box.
No, they don't.
Okay.
They just think it's gaming for Call of Duty, and then the kids are going to get polluted by killing people. No.
Bro,
you can
I spent too much money on this stuff.
all those old, stupid DVDs that you have on whatever gaming system you buy for your people that will also promote them to do whatever the fuck they want on that gaming system. But also,
it's just my husband. We don't allow we don't allow the boy to play any video games, but
or anybody.
But no, it's kind of funny because the first I can't remember, was it the PS? It may have been the PS5. No, it was not the PS5.
No,
because I bought Jerry like two
1,
PS.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I bought him 2 prior to the 5.
3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, and I bought him 2
But
before
I played
that.
1 and 2 at friends' houses because I wasn't cool enough to have.
Ooh, you weren't cool.
Not cool. They just didn't want me to have.
But that is.
I had a Wii.
Those are a couple of the
Wii.
first gifts that I bought Jerry, and I remember just thinking, 1, they were so damn expensive. 2, I'm sitting here in the store like a nerd, reading everything that it features and stuff. So
Nobody
I'm like,
else checks that shit.
Right. Well, clearly not, because I'm like, it's on the box. You're like, yeah, but. So I guess I'm the nerd. Clearly, I don't belong, but because I didn't grow up playing video games, anyways. No. But yeah, Jerry's just I buy him gaming systems. I'm glad, you know.
That's cute. That would be, I think before years of recent, my favorite gift I got was a PS3. And that was in 2013. And I had a Wii for so long. And I was trying to play, I had 2K10, 11, and 12 on the Wii. Yep.
All I can think about
for
the Wii is
audio
just
listeners,
playing.
Anna just made like the exact phase. You had to connect the nunchuck. That's how you moved, and then you shot by like flicking the wrist. And then the 13 came out with Jay-Z. And then I got a PS3, and I swear to God, it was the only gift I got that I just ran around the house. Like I
think
opened it, and I was like, oh my God. And I just like started like doing laps. And it was like, that's like the one memory I have of that gift that I was like, just.
Thank God. Because I'm like, I can't imagine playing.
And then like 2 years later, or like a year later, the PS4 came out, and that was the whole other debacle. But
yeah, I just can't imagine playing it on Wii. Like, it's just.
Oh, it was terrible.
Because I'm like, Wii is like, to me, like one of those active games. Like,
no, I had,
you may
like,
play bowling or tennis on it.
I had Wii Sports Resort. That was like a big game I spent a lot of my afternoons on. And then I had the Wii Fit with like the little board with the weight. But like they weren't trying to make me lose weight. It was just like for figuring out coordination or whatever. And I loved the Wii. And I still have the Wii. If anybody that's listening right now has a Wii Sports Resort with the connectors, I would love for you to send them to our P.O. box for the Green Onions podcast. But also, I would love the Wii Fit board. And you can send that to the P.O. box for the Green Onions podcast also. But yeah, that's it. Gaming systems are a really good way to get to somebody's heart because it's like, oh, you know.
Clearly yours. Because, I mean, they wouldn't get into my heart.
They're expensive.
You're right. They are hella expensive.
And it's like somebody doesn't want me to waste my time doing something like terrible as opposed to just like sitting there and playing a basketball game.
So y'all send him the damn game. So
Send
he don't
me
do
multiple games.
Yeah, so he don't do nothing.
I have a PS5 now
terrible.
and Xbox Series S. So send me all the games that you can.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, I got really sad there for a second. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, please send them all the games, all of them. Shoot, like, I'll go buy you some at this
Anna's
rate.
like, she had her keys in her hand. She's ready to
Right,
go.
right. I'm like, oh Lord. Hey, so Noah, something that's been on my mind.
Okay.
So some of y'all follow me on TikTok. Some of y'all don't, and that's cool. But us. Well, I think I put it on my personal TikTok.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, it's
I haven't
because
seen this.
okay.
Do you follow?
I
Follow
think
you on your personal TikTok?
maybe.
Follow me.
Okay, yeah. Follow me. So, but I remember texting you this because I was in a meeting at work with some coworkers and they asked a question about what is Scotland's national animal.
Yes.
And of course, everybody's like maybe thinking like, monkey, gorilla, normal animals,
Those.
I mean,
two.
maybe not those, but
Your mouth is kind of crazy.
but
Those
normal
were the
animals.
First ones that were like, oh,
Well, I wasn't thinking like, maybe lion, cheetah. Okay, fine, damn it. Fine.
a leopard
Yeah.
and a tortoise.
Well, that would have made more sense, real life animals. And so my coworkers and I, we were sitting there thinking, and we're thinking normal animals, this is your national animal.
Yeah.
Well, of course, we all got it wrong. And the answer was the unicorn.
For where?
Scotland's national animal is the unicorn.
When you texted me this shit, I was honestly like, what the hell?
You probably thought I was crazy. You're probably like...
I didn't think you were crazy. I was just like... And you immediately followed up the message and telling me what it was with why it was what it was. So can you please?
Okay, so of course, I run home. I'm telling Jerry this, and Jerry is all like, well, babe, that doesn't sound like too off because, the Bible speaks of unicorns. And I'm like, "Rrr?" Because I'm like, do they? Like, I mean, and don't, I love the Lord and I do read the Bible, not as in depth as I probably should, because when I read the Bible, I'm looking for my solution. But the Bible does mention the unicorn in several places. And I'll tell you guys a few verses. Job, chapter 39, verses 9 through 10.
You mean Job?
I'm going to say Job because.
It's Job.
Yeah,
Please
I know it's.
say Job.
Will it make you happy? Noah.
Yes, Job.
Job. Fine, you're happy.
That's how it's pronounced.
Listen, okay, listen. I'm fired up about this, okay? So things are going to get pronounced. Numbers, chapter 23, verses 22.
Numbers.
Chapter
Let me
also
see
24
that word.
verses.
Let me see
8.
that word real quick.
Hold on. Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy's fine. You pronounce that
Chapter-
right. Numbers is not.
Chapter 13, verses 17.
Okay.
What do you call it? Numbers?
Let me see it.
It's really numbers.
Is it?
He don't read the Bible either.
No, I know all the names, but you thought Job was Job.
Well,
So if I fuck up numbers, I feel like we're in the same kind of boat. So
how can you... Don't mess that one up. Okay.
you messed up Job.
Okay, but I was fired up. I know the real way to pronounce it, okay?
Not now.
No, I knew then too. He's judging.
I'm not.
He's not gonna eat chicken tonight. He's he gonna get your cilantro.
Oh no.
And then Isaiah chapter 34 verses 7. And I did read them, but the Bible does mention unicorns. And as they are not the fairy tale creatures that many people think of today, instead they were real creatures that were familiar to people in ancient times. That's wild.
What the heck?
That's wild.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Are
So
those the ones that didn't get invited on Noah's Ark?
apparently not, because we don't have them anymore.
They might be out there though.
But how come no one's seen them?
There's 80% of the ocean that hasn't been like explored.
You
What
think
if-
these unicorns are hanging out in the ocean?
Well, millions of years. What if they like morphed into like sea creatures and are like in the depths frolicking with their
So are they
little
cousins
horns?
with the seahorse?
They could be.
And they're with
No,
King
not
King
cousins with
Triton and
seahorse.
Ariel?
No, if unicorns were as cool as they say they are, then they probably like sped up the Darwinism like evolution tactic. Like they probably evolved faster than regular little like dumbass animals. And they're probably like frolicking under the surface, like with the megalodon.
Y'all.
You know I'm not fucked up on this. You know I'm like in the right.
But Scotland is, because really the unicorn?
Yeah, what person in Scotland? Anybody from Scotland email the Green Onions and let me know when you've seen a unicorn for that to be justified to be your state animal or like country animal or whatever the heck.
And it's been their animal for over 600 years, though.
Wait, that actually not the Loch Ness Monster?
That's funny that you said that, because one of my coworkers said the same thing. But no, not the no.
See, now I'm actually concerned.
With the people, or
What person tripping psychedelics saw a unicorn at one point doing a hike in Scotland that made them like make that this? And what notoriety did they have in Scotland to be able to like get that pull
maybe it
to
was
make that the state animal?
what was her name? I can't even think of her name. But anyway,
Queen
she
Elizabeth,
well, no, the one that got her head cut off.
Marie Antoinette.
Yes, maybe it was her.
No. It was
Yeah, it was Marie Antoinette.
No, it's Amelia Earhart.
That's no, that's America. And that was a plane. And she was a Bermuda Triangle, and we still haven't found her. She probably living a very happy life.
Also, R.I.P. Amelia Earhart. I know you're living with Tupac in Cuba right now, and y'all are having a very happy life. But also,
in Cuba, somebody would have found him by now. She in the Bermuda Triangle.
No, she swam from the Bermuda Triangle to Cuba with Tupac.
Okay.
It was star-crossed lovers, which
Ew.
are the best love story. Tupac and Amelia Earhart, 2025.
Do you know, like, the age difference between the two of them is wild?
Well, she was preserved.
In the Bermuda
Being in the Bermuda Triangle. It's like Captain America in the first movie of him in the Avengers.
Okay, I'll let
he
you roll
came
with
out,
that.
He was frozen.
Mm-hmm. And every story has a little truth to it. Yeah, so you're right.
Every lie has a semblance of truth.
Mm-hmm. And every kiss begins with K. Okay. Yes.
Every kiss begins with K. Oh. Everybody. Anna's about to close us out, honestly.
Yes, I am.
I think we've had like an hour and a half podcast at this point. I may be completely like way too far off. But I love doing this for y'all. And I love doing it with Anna. Anna's like a phenomenal, amazing person that just makes me happy to be around. And
oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Everybody,
I'm so glad we're recording this so all my friends and family can know I'm a great person.
She's going to put it on like a playback button. Like one of those Staples buttons. Like that was easy. And she'll like put my voice that when I just said that on that button to whenever I'm like
when one of my relatives is...
It's just like... And I love you.
Yeah, when my relatives is like, you're a piece of shit. I'm like,
Nope.
Push that button.
I'm a great fucking person, bitch.
But I enjoy this. I do. It has become a Friday routine for me.
One of the best, honestly.
Yeah. And it challenges me because as anybody knows, I have this thing from October to December, I really throw down. But we started this podcast, May, June, April?
Oh, yeah. We've been going.
Yeah. We've cooked every Friday. So, I'm becoming a year-round cook. What?
Everybody?
Yes.
Honestly, me too. Like, before this, I recently got introduced to cooking, quote unquote. I've been around it my whole life, but never really cared. And then 2 years ago, I actually really started caring and wanting to, like... As soon as The Bear dropped season 1, I
love that show.
I really wanted to be into like cooking, and I have been. And with Anna's acceptance and like tolerance and cooking with somebody who's a little bit less experienced, it's been a nice bonding thing. Whenever we said therapy in the early episodes, it was us talking while we were cooking, and it's just nice to be at a point where it's like, oh, we're learning how to like make new stuff, and that's awesome.
Yeah. I think the great thing is you already knew how to boil water, and you like seasoning.
I one time I made seasoning, like I put some shit on chicken. It was way too much. I literally like. It was so spicy from like chili powder and red pepper flakes that I was like. This was a bad idea. And I cooked it in a skillet with like 1/4 of the butter I should have used. And so now it's nice to know the difference.
You're doing way better than Kate.
I know.
I mean,
man, R.I.P. Kate.
R.I.P. She died?
Kate, send us an email and let us know if you're trolling. But if you're not, we need you on the show.
She's not going to tell us if she's trolling.
If she's not trolling, get her on the show, and I will literally
get her on the show. We got to record her.
Up.
We want her to eat it. I want her to eat it.
Yeah, cook for us, eat it before we even try a bite.
She only needs one time.
I'm not trying any of your poultry, any of your meat. You like hell no, okay? But if you cook something that is a dessert, I will try it.
Some of that coming out
not
watery.
That fucking cornstarch hot dog ketchup garbage she made. I'll make like the cookie dough with the.
That's about the only thing on that.
That's
whole
the only
thing
I'll fucking eat from Kate.
Otherwise, the rest of it was water. Even
She
when they
needs
mix
some
it
help.
from
Somebody,
a shrinking
we need
Jesus.
to call like.
God.
Yep, we need to call God.
Yeah.
You got him on speed dial. Don't you?
I sure do. 911. Take her up.
Shorty on the dance floor. Oh,
Because I'm like, baby, we seen like hours of her videos and nothing. We only came up with one thing that was tolerable. The only thing we would take out is sprinkles because we ain't sprinkled people.
She is white personified.
You know, I don't even want to insult none of my white friends. With
No,
that
that's
crap.
what I mean. That's the sad thing. It's like
She's just doing a hotmess.com.
I will insult all the white people I possibly can.
I just want her to eat. If she eat, oh my God. I just need her to eat it. Eat something. No. Noah is on this. All I gotta say is you made him even more famous. Like, oh my goodness. Noah is wild. Oh, we're
I
closing.
hope I made that motherfucker famous. He's awesome. That's a great song. Like it's a great song when you can only listen to it for like 10 seconds before like having to not listen to it ever again.
That's only Noah.
All right, everybody. Anna's about to close us out.
I'm going to be reading from the Book of the Awakening. I don't know why I was so slow at saying it, like I couldn't read all of a sudden. I was like,
Don't overthink it.
by Mark Nepo. And we're reading November 1st. Welcome to the new month, y'all. Let's make it a great. This is called The Next Moment of Love. To allow oneself to be carried away by a multitude of conflicting concerns, to surrender to too many demands, to commit oneself to too many projects, to want to help everyone and everything is to succumb to violence. The frenzy of the activist neutralizes his or her work for peace. That quote is from Thomas Merton. Merton wisely challenged us not just to slow down, but at the heart of it, to accept our limitations. We are at best filled with the divine, but we have only two hands and one heart. In a deep and subtle way, the want to do it all is a want to be it all. And through it comes from a desire to do good. It often becomes frenzied because our ego sees our goodness as a way to be revered. I have done this many times, not wanting to say no, not wanting to miss an opportunity, not wanting to be seen as less than totally compassionate. But wherever I cannot bring my entire being, I am not there. It is like offering to bring too many cups of coffee through a crowd. I always spill something hot on some innocent along the way. Helen Luke speaks to all this when she talks of the trap of good works. She refers to those who take refuge from themselves in an unreflected pursuit of good, pouring all their energy into the redemption of society and other people while blind to their own personal darkness. It seems the old adage is a place to start. Do one thing and do it well. Though I would offer it as do one thing at a time and do it entirely, as it will lead you to the next moment of love. So I encourage all of you guys to center yourself and think of the many kindnesses that you feel called to do. And also take a deep breath. Let your heart glow around one. Without thinking, pray for others, but devote yourself today to the one and tomorrow to the one. With that being said, thank you for joining. Oh my God. I am going to choke him out. Oh my God. With that being said, thank you for joining.
Thank y'all so much.
Green Onions Podcast. You guys have a blessed night. Oh my God.
So good, Blessed. That was really good.
Yes, have a blessed night, you guys, and have
So
a
much.
blessed month. And just
And
remember,
a blessed day and a blessed like evening. And a blessed morning if you're listening to us in the morning, and a blessed afternoon if you're listening. Honestly, a blessed all 24 hours if you're listening to us
Just
at whatever time you're listening to.
And take a deep breath and be 1% better than you were yesterday.
Take 2 deep breaths and be 3% better than you were yesterday. Or 5. Let's do 5.
5, okay.
5's like an even number.
Yes. I can't stand you. I've come to that conclusion.
Wait, I gotta put it in. And then we'll close it out.